How's it going, guys? Junior here with Mustangs, bringing back another video. Today's video, we got Alex and Mauricio here, and we're working on the Terminator finally again. We're going to be swapping out some injectors, because this thing is running extremely rich, and we're thinking injectors are bad on it, and we also did unplug a little chip that it had on it as well, so we also did unplug that now, and he got an NCT tuner. We're going to put that on there, along with the new injectors, along with whatever else we find in there. Stay tuned.
Music bed.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is change the injectors here. So I'm going to attempt, I don't know if we can get them out without taking the tube off. I think we can. There's not too much room back here though. We might just take off these 4 bolts and take this whole piece off the actual blower. That way we can get on this side. That side's not too bad. So you just have the 2 nuts to hold the rail on, and then you just pull it up and take the injectors off. So we're gonna get started. I'll probably start on that side since it's easier, and then move to this side. Alright, so I unplugged all the harnesses here, all the vacuum lines to all these. Just keep track of where everything goes, you know, because you have to put everything back. But this harness goes into the bolts here for the fuel rail, so you have to pull it out so we can take these studs out. 2 here, they're 10 millimeter. Once we take those studs out, we should be able to lift the fuel rail enough to get the injectors out. If you were going to take it completely out, then you definitely would probably want to take the blower, or at least the elbow off, because it goes across in the back, all the way to the front, connects to the fuel line over there. So I know on mine, I just did it this way. On that one, I didn't even take the elbow off the supercharger. I was able to get underneath, but this one, there's not too much room, so that's why we're going to do that. So just the 2 bolts here. Lift it and then start taking each injector. It looks like these have little locks on them, but I do see that 2 of them are missing the locks, so I guess they're not completely necessary. I'm not sure. Okay, so I went ahead and unplugged everything, took the studs off, so this is what they look like, 10 millimeter. Just pull the fuel rail up, so you can see here. The injectors are out of the engine, so just be careful at this point, because there's, you know, the holes there. Anything can go in there, and if something goes in there, then you ain't getting it out. I'm gonna take this little clip off. You should just be able to push it back. It almost came off like nothing, but so this is what the injector looked like, whatever injector this is.
Is it right over here?
There's just some numbers, but seals look okay. Anyway, so we're going to take these off and then just put the new ones. For the new injectors, we're going with some Works. I think that's how you say it. These are just factory 39 pound injectors. We're just going to keep it kind of factory. I mean, it only has a smaller pulley, throttle body, a couple of things here and there. So the factory injector should be more than enough for some of the bolt-ons. This might be factory, but we just don't know, since we were told it was running on E85, then it really wasn't. And if this was just like a regular injector, it shouldn't be okay with running E85. So, you know, so we're gonna see if that makes a difference, if it's running too rich. So.
Okay, so we did Google the part number. That's the old one, right?
Yeah.
According to Google, these are 80-pound injectors. And as Alex discussed, I mean, obviously we don't know if we don't know if that blower is ported or not, but even if it was ported, this seems to be a little excessive for what this car should do. I mean, the guy said supposedly it was pushing 500 or something like that. You shouldn't need 80-pound injectors for that much. I mean, my Roush with 39-pound injectors, smaller pulley, full bolt-ons, throttle body, all that good stuff, it's still rich when it hits on boost on the factory Roush tune, even without the meth injection on. So maybe this has been the issue the whole time. But if any of you want some injectors, I guess, apparently these are already upon injectors, hit us up below. But as you can see, Alex is putting them on there. He did. The injectors come with some lube. Make sure you lube them because you can risk ripping that little O-ring, gaskets, all that good stuff when you're putting them in there. And then don't let it match because that's gas.
Or light it if you're tired of the car, you know, whatever. But not too bad to put them on. So this little clip kind of clips into the injector, and then it kind of just holds, not really holds it too well in there, but we are missing some of them, so you know we're only gonna have this little clip on a couple of them. On this side anyways, I don't know the other side, but yeah, let's keep chugging. Alright, so I went ahead and got the injectors in, you know, just push the top fuel rail down. If you put a little bit of lube on the O-rings, it should go in there pretty easy. Again, there's only 2 clips on these, but they were fine before, so I hope there's no leaks afterwards. I'm just putting, you know, connecting everything back, putting the backing lines back, and we're done with this side. Pretty simple on this side. The other side's going to be a little bit harder because of that inlet. So I'm going to finish connecting all these backing lines, and then we're going to move to the other side. Alright, so I'm going to take this piece off, I guess not an elbow, but this adapter from the blower to the throttle body, because I can't get my hand back here even to unplug the injector back here. So we're going to take these 4 bolts out. Little swivel with the 13 millimeter. You can get to the bottom one, and this one I'm going to use ratcheting wrench. And we're just going to move this out of the way a little bit, but that way we can get to all the injectors easier. Then, I mean, there's just no way for me to get to the one in the back, so you'll have to do that. Alright, so I got the elbow. I'm just going to call it an elbow, whatever. It does look like this blower is ported. It's nice and smooth in here. Really old gasket, so we're probably going to put a little bit of RTV on here, just make sure it seals when we put it back, because we don't have a replacement gasket for that. But I guess if you're going to do this, you know, buy a gasket for this ahead of time, that way you can just replace it when you do the job. But now we have full access to the fuel rail here, so you know, pull your harness out of the studs. You should be able to just pull it out, and then you have your connectors, right? So you just unplug your injectors here, and then we're going to take these 2 studs out and just lift that fuel rail and change them out. Alright, so I put the injectors back on here. I'm putting these little studs in here, so just make sure you line them up and thread them in. Once this is done, just plug everything back, you know, work yourself backwards. Pretty simple to change these out, not too bad. So
Did these have the clips?
yeah.
All of these did?
Did you already cut it?
No.
Are you still filming?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, this one's had all clips were on these injectors, so we are only missing 2 total. Which I'm sure you can buy them at the parts store, probably. But I think it looks like the clips really only work to hold the injector on the fuel rail. So like, let's say you're building the engine, whatever, you have the injectors in the fuel rail, they hold it in there. So you can grab the whole fuel rail and kind of pop it in. Other than that, I don't think that clip really keeps anything from, you know, that's why it's bolted down and everything. So that's why they weren't leaking, and I don't think they're going to leak. So we'll see. Alright, so I went ahead and put this elbow back in there, put a little bit of RTV silicone in there just to keep it sealed good. Tighten it up, so we're just going to connect all these plugs now. Like so. Put the intake back on, connect the throttle cable here, and we should be good to start up and see how it runs with the smaller injectors.
And no tune. We do have a tuner though.
And took the tune out. We can plug that back in though. It's just one of those chips on the computer, so we don't know if that had messed up at some point. So we took it off, so it should be, we're hoping it's factory tuned. So we'll see how it runs, I guess. It did start up when we took it out, so it probably should start up. We'll see how it runs. So everything is back on. We're gonna go ahead and get it started. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it runs good. But I guess kind of the thing with this video was, you know, showing you how to change the injectors on your Mustang or your Cobra. If you have a GT, it's going to be a little bit easier because you don't have the blower on there. They're a little bit more open on the two valves anyways. So we'll see. We are going to start up. We'll film a couple clips of the car running, but other than that, that's how you change your injectors. Thank you for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel. We'll see you next time.